How's it going, everybody, and welcome back. This is Wakerun Collapse, and in today's video I'm going to show you my top 10 favorite gold star cards. Now, as much as I would like to include every gold star card in this list, there's only 10 spots on there, and there's something like 20-something gold stars, so keep in mind your favorite may not be on here. That's what the comment section is for. Let me know what you think was an omission from the list. Let me know what your list would look like. Let me know if maybe there's a card on here that surprised you and you didn't know it existed, and hey, it's awesome. That's what the comment section is for, but most importantly, that like button is waiting for you, so make sure you hit it before you close out the video. In the number 10 slot, we have the only card on this list that does not appear in a regular Japanese set, and it's this Pikachu Gold Star. This is like from the Emerald gift box or something like that. Even if you look in the bottom corner there, you can see it's a little gift box, and it's number 1 out of 2. And I selected this one at the number 10 spot over like a Mewtwo or one of the Latios cards, because Pikachu's looking like a boss here. And it just cracks me up that he's looking so fine and so fresh and just ready for anything that could come his way. There's that gold star insignia right there at the top. Looking awesome. Moving on to number 9, we've got the Celebi Gold Star. This one is from Miracle Crystal. I really like the design of the shiny Celebi. While it's not a terribly inventive, art per se, at least not in my opinion, it isn't. I love the fact that it's got the flavor of pink going with the green of the background of the card, and just overall shiny Celebi is a boss. So looking pretty awesome. Coming in at number 8 is the Entei Gold Star. This is from Golden Sky Silvery Ocean. We're going to see another entry from this particular set a little bit later on. Just very, very cool looking card. Entei is a beast, obviously. So not one of my favorite shinies, but the card design definitely makes up for that. So pretty cool. In at number 7 is the Metagross Gold Star. This is from Holon Research Tower. Now, this is a set that included Kyogre and Groudon as Gold Star cards, but I did not include them on the list, and instead Metagross is going to be an entry here. Really cool seeing the gold, and overall I just think it's a great design, whereas Kyogre and Groudon might be more, legendary Pokemon, of course, but their designs didn't really do much for me. So Metagross is a pretty obvious inclusion in this list from my perspective. Just looking pretty sweet. It's important to note as well that Japanese Gold Star cards are pretty tough to come by, and when you do find them, they tend to pack a pretty beefy price tag. At number 6, this might surprise a lot of you, but it's not a surprise to me. It is the Regirock Gold Star. This is a terrific looking card, which completely overcomes the existence of the Regis in the first place. It just looks awesome. I love how he's coming out of the card that way, and I don't know, it's just great. This is from Mirage Forest, which featured all 3 Regis. Regice was notoriously pretty tough for me to come by, and I actually have it in PSA 10. And Registeel, of course, is a thing also, but Regirock blows the 2 of them away in the Gold Star category. So now we're getting into the top 5. Now, in my opinion, the top 5 entries on this list should be on everyone's top 10 list for Japanese Gold Stars. But of course, again, let me know in the comment section below where you would rank these cards. Number 5, we've got the Vaporeon Gold Star. This is from World Champion Pack. I really could have gone with any of the evolutions, but Vaporeon's definitely my favorite designed card out of the 3. I don't know how well this is going to show up, but there's like extra sparkles on the card. It's just my lighting is overpowering, so it's tough to be able to have that pick up on the screen. But trust me when I say there are like extra little sparkly dazzles on the evolution Gold Star cards. So if you're ever looking for them and you wonder why they are so expensive, that is definitely a factor. At number 4, and I can already hear you guys shouting. I can hear you shouting at your screens, but it's number 4. It's the Charizard Gold Star. This is an epic looking Mon, obviously one of the most heralded shinies that's out there. By the way, this is from the furthest ends of offense and defense. This is from my favorite set. It's a great artwork. There's really nothing wrong with the card per se, because it features, you know, an awesome Mon with a cool design, and the fire breathing is probably the best part of the card. But there's nothing about it that totally knocks me out when I look at it. It's a great looking card, but when I think of a really special Charizard card, I tend to think of the design of the Charizard Full Art from Wild Blaze, or I think of the Shining Charizard from Neo Destiny. Those ones catch my eye a little bit more, and by virtue of the other three just being amazing, this one ends up in the number 4 slot. Still a fantastic card, and please add it to your collection if you ever get a reasonable opportunity to do so. At number 3, this might be my favorite designed card out of this list. It's the Suicune Full Art. Suicune Full Art, come on, dummy. It's the Suicune Gold Star. I was thinking that maybe there would be a Suicune Full Art, but of course that has not happened. This one, just like the Entei, is from the Golden Sky Silvery Ocean expansion. An awesome looking shiny and just absolutely gorgeous. There's really, it's just flawless art. I don't really know what more there is to say about it that the card is not showing you, but it's absolutely beautiful. These 10 cards, as with all of my top lists, are going to be cards that are in my collection. They're not available to be purchased. You can't get them off of me with a trade. They're going to stay in there forever. So, just beautiful. Now, with the top 2 cards that remain, I suppose you could go one way or the other, and really the top 3 cards for me, any one of them could have ended up at number 1. Now, some of you more astute Japanese collectors know what the top 2 cards are going to be, but maybe don't know what order they might be in. So let me just show you. In number 2, from the Deoxys of the Torn Sky, Clash of the Blue Sky, many different named sets, it's the Rayquaza Gold Star. I mean, what can be said about this card that has not been said before? By the way, it is unlimited edition. It's not like the $1,200 version of the card. Just in case you ever think that a card cannot have powerful artwork, that is powerful artwork right there. And of course, Black Rayquaza is incredible. It's just it's a really clean design. It really takes up, I love how it takes up all the edges of the card as it wraps around. It really gives you a scope of the sense of Rayquaza and his presence in just that little window. It honestly, looking at this card, it makes it feel like I'm looking at a 40-inch TV. So, boy, if you can ever get this card, get this card. And now we come down to number 1, and some of you know what it's going to be. This is also from my favorite set, furthest ends of offense and defense. It's the Gold Star Mew. Blue Mew is a big thing for me. I love the contrast with the background. I like how the direction that Mew is going in really matches so well with the like the reddish, almost orangish background there. This type of Gold Star, like the Charizard, is of a bit of a different design than some of the others. But this one has a lot of personal value to me, as it was one of those cards that I never really thought that I was going to get. And when I was able to actually add it to my collection, I was just over the moon. And every time I look at it, I'm reminded of that feeling. So for that reason, this Mew is going to land in the number 1 spot. Now, of course, this beautiful rundown of Gold Star cards is incomplete without a little bit of viewer input. So let me know what your favorite cards were that I listed for my top 10, and maybe if you've got a top 10 of your own, let me know in the comments section as well. But of course, don't forget to hit that like button on the way out the door. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in tomorrow's video.